Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while. I've been busy with other things in life, but today what we're working on is this 2004 Honda CRF50 that somebody before me already did up, kind of into a pit bike style. It's got a full exhaust, aftermarket air filter, taller triple tree, aftermarket bars. That's about it though, but today I've got the BBR big bore kit for it. We're going to make it in 88cc. Comes with a cam and all that stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is drain the oil out of this thing and then pull the top end off and then slap the new one on there. We might go with a different carb. This one doesn't like to idle. It smokes really bad. Kind of runs away once it's running for a little bit. If you know what like a runaway diesel is, it revs way up and you can't control it. So we'll go ahead and get it torn down and see what the top end looks like. All right, we'll go ahead and set this oil pan underneath, and there's just a drain bolt right there. Let's see, is it a 17? Yep, 17 millimeter. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this loose, and then I'll put the drain pan underneath. Jesus. That was a little over tight. Go ahead and let this oil drain out of there. It's pretty black. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and take the plastics off just to inspect underneath. Since this is a new bike to me, I really know nothing about it. Looks like they're just zip tied on there. So I'll cut those zip ties, and I think this whole back end will just come off. Oh, it looks like the plastics are screwed onto that, so we'll take those off. There's one. Perfect. All in one piece. So that's how it looks. Someone mounted the kill switch right here for whatever reason. We'll relocate that up on the bars. Next thing we're gonna do is take the tank off, drain all this old fuel on it, out of it. If you were here, you could smell, it just smells like old gas. Looks like someone's been in there recently. That's not factory. Someone tell me that. Are those supposed to be connected? So we'll go ahead and take the tank off and drain the fuel out of there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start taking the tank off. Just one 10 mil bolt right in the middle. We'll disconnect this fuel line. Probably need a pair of needle nose. Just a second. Man, this thing stinks like old gas, bad. I'm gonna go ahead and screw these back in, these bolts, so I don't lose them. Somebody deleted the key off this for whatever reason. Still got the VIN and everything on there. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Looks like they deleted the emission stuff, all that. So I'm hoping we can use this carb. I feel like maybe I overpaid for this bike the more I look at it, but we'll see. So next thing we're gonna do is take just the whole manifold off, pull the carb out. We'll take this off real quick. This is the slide for the carburetor. Just go ahead and pull this out. Cool. 2 8mm, and we'll take that off. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take the manifold off. That gasket's about done. That could be why we had such a bad air leak. Look at that, how tiny that is. We'll clean this. But as you can see, there's a ton of room to work on this. You didn't have to pull the plastics off if you just wanted to do this real quick. I just wanted to see underneath here. Never had this bike apart. So now we need to take the exhaust off, which is probably either 10 or 8mm. And then back here, that's definitely a 10. So we'll pull this F&M exhaust off. Then we'll be ready to pull the top end. So we are going to be reusing the cylinder head, so we'll have to inspect that and make sure the valves are still good. I need to look in the gasket set to see if it came with new valve seals. I don't think it did, but I'll double check. Weird thing about this bike is it didn't start to smoke until it was warmed up, so we got to inspect everything and figure out what was going on. Okay, I already loosened this back one. I want to lose that spacer. Set this in the holder. There's the exhaust. Looks like this thing's either been running rich or it's been burning oil for a long time. Alright, so that's basically what you need to do before you tear the top end down. We got the carb, everything out of the way. Now what we'll do is take off the timing cover, this side cover. We'll get everything lined up. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this side cover off. Just 8mm bolts. Somebody know what that is? Yeah, we gotta take the shifter off, so. There you go, that's the side cover off. That's how you line up your timing. When you do this, you need to make sure that it's timed right. This thing feels like it has like no compression. Alright, we'll take this cover off for the cam gear. Here's your cam, gear, times the motor. Go ahead and loosen these 2 bolts. All right, go ahead and loosen this cam gear. Show you guys a trick how I do this. So I take a magnet, go right on the cam gear, like this. Take the chain right off, pull the cam gear out. All right, now we're ready to take the cylinder head off. Make sure you save these washers. So it has this like billet cover thing. We'll clean that up. Should look better afterwards. Oh shoot. See if I can pull this off. Well, we're gonna have to turn the handlebars. Bend this up a little bit. There's our head, those tiny little valves. Head gasket. Go ahead and pull the cylinder. To pull that out. And there's our cylinder. I was just thinking, I'm like, did this come with a new cylinder? Because it's so tiny. Yeah, it did. Good. Perfect. So that's basically how you tear down. There's a dowel, you want to leave that in there. Helps line up the cylinder. Feel the play in that piston, but the connecting rod still feels good. This gasket's gonna be fun to get off of here, maybe, no? Scrape the old gasket off there, obviously, before you put a new one on there, but that's how quick you can tear down a top end on a CRF50. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled the cam out of the head. There's a stock cam. This kit came with a new one somewhere around here. Oh, it's right here. So we'll put the new cam in. I went ahead and pulled the piston. Just a little baby guy. There's the new bore. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not. So what I'm going to do now is clean everything up and then we'll reassemble it. So here's the stock cam I pulled out of it. Here's the BBR one. Can't tell too much of a difference, but we'll see how it runs with it. Here's the 88cc piston compared to the 50cc. Pretty big difference. Alright, I got one wrist pin in there. It's actually kind of a pain. Okay. All right, I went ahead and installed the piston. Those circlips are not fun. Let's go ahead and put the cylinder on there now. Nice cross hatches in the cylinder. So we already got two dowels in the bottom of the case. We'll take the other dowels out of this old block, our old head, put them in the top. So you're just going to compress the rings with your fingers. Alright, we got the cylinder over the rings. Let's go ahead and put the timing chain through there. Okay, so we got the rings into the cylinder. So now we're going to take the timing chain and this timing chain guide, wherever I put it. That's always how it works. Let's go ahead and clean this guy off. Alright, got the top end all back together. Now I need to adjust the valves. I had to put them way out of adjustment to get the old cam out. So I'll go ahead and adjust the valves. Put the timing cover back on, put it all back together, and we'll see if it starts. Alright, everything's back together, carburetor's on, put the exhaust back on, and put the side cover on, but before then I want to put some lube on this chain. This thing's drier than a bone. Alright, it's all back together. I'm going to put some oil in it and some gas, and we'll fire it up.